My name is Mark Crevier. Been with the National Motor Club about 13 or 14 years. I've been runner-up for personal producer for about 6 years, and I also have been personal producer, top personal producer, I think 5 times. Before I joined National Motor Club, I was vice president of sales to a small company in the upper Midwest. It was called Peaceful Family Products, but we sold decorative wall decor with inspirational sayings on it. One of the reasons I stayed with National Motor Club for the 13 or 14 years is because not only can you make a good income, but they also have wealth building, which is a stock program, which is excellent. Well, what makes me successful is, I remember my dad always telling us, he says, I want you to visualize this. He says, if you see a turtle on top of a post, ask yourself, how did the turtle get there? And he always made us think, and he says, very simply, a lot of help. So the reason I'm successful is, number one, is obviously you got good family support to start with, and also you got a good company to work with that'll obviously give you an opportunity and incentives. And then secondly is, obviously, I'm a born-again believer. The Lord, obviously, is one of the strong points for me. Well, the opportunities you have, I guess, are endless, because the management definitely will take care of you, and they'll give you a tremendous amount of trips. They'll give you a tremendous amount of incentives throughout the whole year. But the opportunity is that I can live where I live and make the income I make is what I really, really enjoy. And at the same time, I can build wealth. I got that stock program, which is excellent. The advice I'd probably give a new sales representative, the floor mat is all laid out for you. To be successful, all you have to do is you just got to go to work.
New at 11 tonight, a trip to Vegas for a local couple lands the husband in the hospital, but a lucky bet on a $36 insurance policy more than pays for itself 2 months later. NBC 10's Byron Scott explains.
It was a flight that could have cost them tens of thousands of dollars. Instead, Daniel and Bernice Barrow of Mount Airy paid $36 for a medevac flight from Las Vegas to Northeast Philadelphia Airport.
Right now he can't walk on his own. He's been in the bed since he's been in the hospital.
Their ordeal began on September 13th. That's when Daniel became ill and was hospitalized with kidney failure. And what should have been a 2-week vacation turned into 3 weeks in a Vegas hospital.
I would have just been there until he was able to get on a regular plane.
Doctors said Barrow could not take a commercial flight. Their only choice was a medical flight, but the cost was through the roof.
Anywhere between $16,000 and $20,000. So then we went dollars, exactly.
A family friend reminded them that they had signed up 2 months ago with the National Motor Club of America, which is a type of insurance policy. The $18 a month premium covered the cost of the medical flight from Las Vegas.
A huge difference. Not only that, it was a big blessing.
The family says Barrow's condition has been stabilized. He was taken to a rehabilitation center in the Northeast, and while it's not known how long he'll be there, the family says they're glad he's back home.
I'm just thanking God for the blessing.
In the Northeast, Byron Scott, NBC 10 News.
My name is Christine Moy. I've been with National Motor Club for 29 years. Before National Motor Club, I sold life insurance for 15 and a half years. I have stayed with National Motor Club because it offers the greatest opportunity that I know of. It has so many possibilities if people will just reach for those possibilities that they can be successful and have a great career. For the first 5 years that I worked with National Motor Club, I sold more members than anybody. One of those years I set a record. I wrote 2,753 members in 1 year. There have been many other accomplishments, but that was the greatest in my career. What's most important to me is the freedom that you have with National Motor Club and all the great possibilities that you have to build a wonderful career. And while you're doing that, you're also making money now, and you're building a great, secure future. You know, even with the first paycheck, as a representative, you become a stock owner. We're independent contractors, but we're partners in building our careers. The more members that you have coming in the pipeline, the more retirement you are building, the more renewal override you will receive when the day comes that you can no longer work. You can be dedicated and not do a darn thing but sit back and talk about your dedication, but you got to get out and work. And if you don't have any work ethics, you're not going to be successful.